Harvey says, yeah, sure, of course it's because they think he's the most likely to win the election. Yeah. Ah, man, what a disaster. But that's not a bad reason. Well, is it a bad reason? It's like... Well, maybe, I mean, it's no worse than Brexit, I suppose. I'm trying to, like, phrase my thoughts. Like, if the people vote to destroy themselves, then do you just go with it? Is that what you're supposed to do? Because democracy? Oh, it's not supposed to be like that. Harvey says, yep, okay, alright. As long as the two of us know what's going on. I'm not sure if the voters know what's going on, really, but there you go. There it is. So they whittled it down to the last two, which they have, and then the party membership gets to have the final vote, the entire party membership. I wonder if they really will choose Boris Johnson. Alright, this goes somewhere over here. Let's not extend it too far because I have to join up with the other side. This is, maybe I should ramp down actually, in hindsight. Yeah, no, from here I should ramp down again. I changed my mind. I changed my mind around about here. Although, what is the most likely to happen? Right, let's say Boris Johnson is the next Prime Minister. He tries to Brexit again, but it's not like Parliament is any more supportive of any particular plan than before, right? Like, everybody wants to Brexit, but nobody can agree on how exactly to Brexit. That hasn't changed. Doesn't seem likely that he can get anything passed either. So... who knows? What is the answer? Howard says he could destroy the economy. Well, that's always possible. Get screwed over with international agreements. I mean, he can join a war. He can join the US in going to war in Iraq. I mean, in Iran. Support Trump in whatever that guy wants. Mess up agreements with Northern Ireland. Yeah, no, he can. He can do all those things. I guess, I didn't phrase my question properly, is that what can he do that doesn't involve destroying the world? You're right, he can destroy the world, but what about not destroying the world? 1, 2, 3. What if we don't do that? I don't know. So it seems like the commentary coming out of the UK is that people don't think Corbyn would be a good idea. Howard says he could also get arrested for assaulting his wife. That might be the answer. Apparently police were called to his house after someone heard arguments. Amazing timing. Yeah, you can always just like find the scandal. Okay, so we're down to this. Actually, no, one more. Is that right? Right, one more. We're down to this level, and then I think here we go diagonal across the desert again. So there, 1, 2, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's still that lawsuit about him being deceptive in the Brexit campaign. That's still going on. I wonder if the plan is to actually choose a leader who really can't get anything done, just to make sure nothing gets done. Alright, so we're somewhere here. Let's stop there. Houses, I think it's so academic anyway. I feel the big thing coming is the upcoming water wars, global warming, massive population movements. That might take a little while to ramp up though. I mean... yeah. There is that coming up. I feel like, no, however, I really think if we have smarter people than Trump and Boris, that we can actually fix those things. If only we choose slightly smarter leaders. I really think that this is like a self-inflicted disaster that is unnecessary. Unnecessary self-inflicted disaster. Let me go to the other side and not the other side. Go back to here, fill all this in before moving to the bridge part. The bridge part, I'm gonna start at the other end of the bridge because there's more certainty where that side is. How is this? Sure, but that's the problem. The issue is the end user, the voter, the gullible fools who fall for the nonsense. Yes, yes. It's a shame, however, it really is a shame that democracy is turning into this. I like the idea of democracy, I do. But what have we become? That's wrong now, alright. Let's remove that one. How was this like the war on drugs? You always went after the pushers when it was education user that needed to be worked on. If people use drugs, then there will always be others willing to sell them. That's right. As big profits are there, that's right. But you know, there was big profits for some people in the war on drugs as well. I mean, you know the Americans make a lot of money from selling weapons. And so a war on anything, as long as it involves guns, they make money. I mean, it's not really making money because they're ultimately spending money on things that don't benefit anyone, like just burning money. But some people get to pocket some money somewhere, and that's why they do it. I mean, the messed up part is that the drug cartels in Mexico, they buy American-made guns. So you tell me whether there is an incentive for the Americans to really stop the drug war, right? The law enforcement people use American-made guns, and the gangs also use American-made guns. And laying these slabs are so inconvenient with this user interface. Keep misclicking. Did I just... Nope. And speaking of profits, I feel like profits has been like poorly defined for a very long time. Ideas about money and ownership. Because profits often are made by like just dumping the costs onto other people in a way that doesn't require you to pay for them. Like the person who makes the cost don't pay for them. and then they pocket the difference, right? Going back to climate change, as you said, like you just dump carbon dioxide into the air and you don't pay for it, and then you pretend you made a profit when in fact you caused a lot of harm and you just don't pay for it. You just have other people pay for it down at the other end when they get flooded or drought or whatever it is, or fires. So it's a net loss, is what I'm trying to say. It's a net loss for the whole economy. But some people make money and some people lose money. And that is, I guess, a fundamental shortcoming of the existing economic system and the way we count value. But instead of solving that problem, people are voting for Trump and Boris. Because that'll fix the problem. How are we gonna fix this problem? Boris Johnson's gonna fix the problem, that's what. Alright, let's get to here, close that off. You know, Boris has the potential to turn the UK into something like North Korea. In fact, Trump has the potential to turn America into North Korea. Although North Korea right now is trying to stop being North Korea and start to open up. Like, if you close your economy off from the rest of the world enough, you'll end up like North Korea. Okay, so we at that point, let me go to the other side of... In fact, I think I've gone too far already. Because this is actually further on this side. Yeah, it's actually here. Alright, so how tall is this? Probably like here? Chop this tree down. How is this? I don't know, even the GOP might eventually have enough of a problem with completely closing off international trade to stop him impeach. I hope so. I hope so, Harvard. I do hope that slightly more sensible people will prevail. 2, 3, 4, 5.